What's up, YouTube.com? It's your boy, John McGarrett, with day, I want to say 13, right? So this was on 2 days ago, yep. So, like, this is video 12, but day 13. Since yesterday, I took a day off because I planned a camping trip. Yep. So I went out to my mom's property. She got 35 acres in the woods. My buddy came down from 2 hours away. We went out there, just backpack full of basic necessities like a fork, a spoon, knife, knife, or a bushcraft knife or whatever. I forgot what they're called. Whatever. A hatchet, sleeping bag, and a little yoga mat, whatever. No tents or anything. We just roughed it out in my mom's woods, whatever. We're working on a shelter and whatever. It's kind of my hobby. It's one of the channels, it's bushcraft, whatever. But I didn't want to. I wanted a full day off from content creation. So right. So that's why this is now day 13 or whatever. I'm gonna keep it chronological as much as possible. Like if I take 2 weeks off, then when I come back, it would be like day whatever plus 14, whatever the day it is. But I was working on it. I'm working on another video right here. Setting up for a game I play called RuneScape. This is like the flagship channel, I call it, or the capital, my proof of concept channel. That I know how to get to monetization. That's what this is. So I put a little bit more effort into the videos, like building more complicated series and stuff. But I didn't want to. This is going to take me a while, and I was like getting really excited, anticipating whatever. I didn't look at my YouTube analytics at all yesterday. Studio, whatever. We just built a. We worked on a project on a campsite. It's a bushcraft site. My bushcraft channel, there's a video about it or whatever, but it's just like this experimental build where I'm just like practicing. I don't know, just not like looking up. I kind of have ideas in my head of how to like build stuff or whatever from the little education I watch from videos and stuff. But the campsite, it's like I want it built from a as bushcrafty, as primitive as possible. And yesterday we were working on a fireplace chimney, which we built a basic, very bare bones primitive one that did work very well, though it did work, I almost burned down my shelter because when we fell asleep, I woke up and the heat from the charcoal bed I had was so hot that it was igniting a board, one of my support beams for the whatever, and that it looked like it was expanding. So like very like one of those silent I'm glad I caught it. And yeah, so that was a really fun experience. It was really good. We slept outside under the well, it was supposed to be the stars, but the radar said it wasn't supposed to rain, but we got hit with a storm. So that was really an interesting experience as well. Being out in the elements. You're in your sleeping bag, whatever, but you are right there in the wild. Every gust of wind was like a whoosh, a huge whoosh, and it just gave me a new perspective on life that I never really understood. Like I've gone camping there overnight and stuff a lot, but more so in a party sense. But I've just recently decided to give up drinking until 2026. I used to drink like a 6-pack every weekend. I used to drink a lot more. Drinking's been a huge part of my life. But then I noticed I did a couple experiments, and I was like, if this even makes me second guess one decision towards that goes against my goals, like if I have a little bit more resistance after one drink, one beer, whatever, then I'm done with it until I reach my goals. And I just set a time on it just so I have something in my head. I'm like, nope, I set a new rule for myself. So 2026, I'm not touching a drink. May fuck it up, but I'm going to try my best not to drink. But anyway, with that being said, the reason why I bring that up is because normally I'd be drunk when I'm out there camping with my buddies or whatever. But this time around, I just laid there in the elements, and I was fully aware of everything that was happening, and my senses were super heightened because the wind was gusting in. It was like a 15-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and they would come in waves. All the trees were blowing because we're in the middle of the woods, and you cannot see a house any direction you're looking. It's secluded, and I went up a big hill about a quarter mile from my mom's property because she's got about 35 acres, so it is in the sticks, in the nature, the nothing, where you can like hear animals walking around or whatever. So it was a very interesting experience. It was very eye-opening, very it was the reset I feel I needed Now I got to turn the display off here so that you guys, so that whatever people, I don't want people to steal my account information with my RuneScape accounts here. But yeah, so I didn't look at my whatever. It was, I don't know what else to say about it. It was just eye opening. You know, I thought about a lot of things, like how there's like homeless people in America that are just maybe I'll make myself bigger here. Even though like at this point you should probably just be listening to me, but yeah, like in the format. There's homeless people in America going through this and worse every single day, and I thought about that for a while, and I thought about how like kind of scared I was. I was excited but also anxious at the same time, and I was worried about animals coming up on us while we were sleeping because the coal bed was dying down. So I know we didn't have the fire to keep animals away. I was hoping that like when we cooked our meat or whatever, that the tray that it came in didn't have any smells on it, so that like so we could just like not attract any wolves or bears or whatever, because there is wolves in my area. Not very common, but I heard from my buddy. He's like, yeah, I guess they're mismanaging the wolf population up north, so there's too many of them. So now because there's competition, they're migrating south because they're hungry. And I'm like, cool, thanks for that, buddy. But I had brought my rifle with me, so yeah. As soon as he told me, I racked one up and I laid it right next to me, and I was like, man, if we get rolled up on, hopefully I can snap the trigger real quick. Like, hopefully I got the reflexes I think I do. Anyway, so yeah, it was just a crazy experience. It was awesome, you know, just working with your hands and just like having a problem and trying to solve it was just very, very good. And just it was awesome not looking at the analytics for one day. Then when I came back, saw I got a couple comments. Really, really appreciate those comments. Got an extra subscriber. Really cool. So now like all the fluff aside, I just want to kind of talk about my experiment. So the 1 minute videos, when I went to go upload them all, I forgot that if your channel is not verified, as in like not you don't have a phone number, and Google limits you to 4 channels per phone number, and I have 5 because my girlfriend used or gave me her number for one of them, which was very nice of her, thank you. But out of the 20 accounts, I did not want to go buy a bunch of phones. Like I thought of a way for me to do it that would be like less than like $50 per batch or something like that, like using like an old dumb phone with just like those plans where you just buy 500 minute or texting 500 texts a month, and it's like $3 a month and stuff like that, but just so I'd have the number to verify the accounts or whatever. But I figured I'm not going to do that until the channels that are unverified get to a level where it's either justified by being 1,000 subs with 4,000 watch hours, or if it like is very clearly going to become that. I'm not even going to consider the thought, because I tried doing some workarounds where I would use like fake Google numbers and stuff like that, but other people have tried that and succeeded and gotten their accounts working that way. But Google had fixed that, so now they can tell the difference between like a Google number or whatever. So that, like it's a lot. I couldn't any of the fixes I found on YouTube didn't work. So and it seemed kind of sketchy, and I'm trying to do this as moral as possible because like I'm using my same I have the same moral compass for YouTube as I do for RuneScape. Like RuneScape, I do not cheat because I have so much at stake. I've invested so much time, effort, and energy. I spend a lot more money than I probably should on RuneScape, but whatever. So I kind of have that just like in me. So I don't really want to even go into gray areas where I may run into risks of getting banned or whatever, or losing accounts, just because, you know, a lot of progress, and especially if it's going to be tied directly to monetary gain. Don't want to mess with that stuff. So I'm just doing what I got to do. But one of the things with verifications, if you're not verified, they limit your uploads. That's the point of that whole tangent there. They limit your uploads to 10 videos a day across all the channels. So I can, like, if I put one video up on one of the unverified channels, that is one video. Even if the upload fails, I discovered as well, because I had uploaded a few videos. I forgot to trim down to under 15 minutes, because that's the other limiter, is you can only upload a maximum of 15-minute videos per unverified channel. 1 second here. I gotta... No. Damn it, I closed an account. I messed up. I I cannot upload beyond 15 minutes and I forget to trim, but if you go to upload and it fails, it still counts against your upload limit. So when I uploaded, I only got about 5 up before I hit that limit. And another thing I did was like I preloaded my Bible reading channel because I wanted my mom to have something to watch even if my day off or whatever. Because my mom really likes those videos. So I love my mom, whatever. And I wanted her to be able to watch that. So that was a part of my upload limit. So I think I only got about 4 up. And we could check those out. Like one of them that the experimentation that did pretty good. I'll just talk about it. I don't have to show it. But one of the experiments that did pretty good is my main channel. That one got me a subscriber, actually. Let me just look at these real quick. I don't know which ones were a minute. Or we're not a minute. Oh, wow. I got a comment on my YouTube tips channel. That's really cool. And that 1 minute video, let's see here. Did I get one here? That one did not get any views, but this channel doesn't normally get any views. Okay, whatever. It says I got 4 comments on this video, but it's not showing me. I got 9 views on my YouTube Mastermind series because I just changed the title from how I got from my normal stuff, just doing what the subject is. I kind of clickbaited it a little bit just to see if I could get any traction to this YouTube tips channel. And it was how I got from 0 subs to 300 plus, and I'm well on my way to monetization. 9 views, 4 comments. Roblox, I got. Let me look. The 1 minute video on this channel only did 2 views. But my no commentary 4 minute 1 games are doing 221 views, 104 and 26, and now Roblox is up to 8 subscribers. 7 Days to Die. This was another one I remember uploading a 1 minute video. It only did 10 views with 2 likes. My tier list people didn't seem to like too much. 5 likes, 2 dislikes, which whatever. Let's see the comments on them. Oh, it's just my buddy, I believe. That's fine. 100 views, 100 views. And it got me roughly, what did it say here? 3.4 watch hour. Let's see the engagement here. 2 minute watch. Yeah, that's fine. It wasn't my best video, so it's not a big deal, but let's see if there's anything else I can see on my list of things. Nothing else too much to look at, like analytic-wise. I don't remember where else I put my 1 minute videos, but I'll have to get back to you guys with that either later this video or in another video. That's fine. But yeah, back at it. I'm not sure where else. Maybe that's it. Well, another thing I want to say is that I think I was mentioning this to another guy, and I think that like even verified channels and stuff like that. So that's what happened. I couldn't upload the 10 videos because I hit the limit because of the 3-day thing and the 1 minute experiment. I'm still gonna drop them on my other channels, or whatever, and then I'll be able to report back with more a little bit there. But I don't know. Kind of drawing a blank on what's really necessary to even continue talking about this. I don't have any really fun analytics. I'm just back, restarting the grind, and appreciate the couple bits of support I've gotten people, and this is gonna be really fun. And one of the ideas I had to like increase one of the levers to make this more more interesting. That's a good way to put it. Instead of clickbaity, I hate using those types of words because I'm not trying to clickbait people. I'm trying to I understand the game. You deliver value, people want to see, people watch. Okay, so one of the ways I thought I could like deliver that value was like to scale up. They see 20 channels and some people are interested, but it's like, what if they saw I'm trying to manage 100 channels or I'm trying to manage 500 channels? Okay, that's gonna be a little crazy. Now I feel like that'd be a little bit too hypey, but I'm trying to. I do think I'm going to, against probably my girlfriend's wishes, scale it up as much as possible. But I think if I make any channel past 20, I won't directly tie them to my brand association like I am with the first 20 by having Ojama Garrett's niche, Ojama Garrett's niche, Ojama Garrett's niche, Ojama Garrett's niche. I think if I do create channels beyond what I'm doing right now, I think I'm going to do like I don't want to call them faceless channels because I'm not trying to like automate like maybe automation is something I should look into because I just am shied away from automation because if you automate anything in RuneScape, for instance, you are banned. It's against the rules. So I'm just like weary of using any sort of automation, especially to like when you start triggering Google the verify the Google verify the Cloudflare whatever where they ask if you're a bot or not. And I don't think that YouTube is a big fan of bots. And I don't think they want spammy content on the YouTube. But like just by moving away from my brand association strategy, I want to do like faceless channels because like that my Roblox channel started taking off when I just started doing no commentaries. So I could do no commentaries of every single game I play, which is quite a few of them. I could do whatever, you know what I mean? I could just, and that would be really easy content to produce, but I'd have to prove the concept. And that might be like what the original 20 channels are for, just kind of like how my first channel was a proof of concept of how to get your first X amount of views, X amount of viewers, how to get your channel going. Or my first channel was a how to get the algorithm to start feeding your videos out and just see like just basic human behaviors. And then my first 5 channels were like an iteration of that, expanding that first concept I get to. And then when I did the first 5 channels and they all started, they had mixed results, but then I learned a new concept that I could expand to 20 channels. And then now I feel like it's coming down to like production. And if maybe it's going to like, as I develop production and inventory management and stuff like that, like being able to generate 20 videos every other day or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like seems like sky's the limit with the amount of scaling with these like the amount of scale on YouTube comes down to like what you're capable of as a person instead of like being limited by an obstruction in your way, like an outside force. Because YouTube doesn't seem to really limit anyone technically. Like they limit you and like how about this main channel I can sit here and rant for hours or I can live stream or I can do all this different stuff, but they don't seem to limit you in a way. Like on RuneScape there's like paid to play and then like memberships and then there's free to play. And like I discovered one of the best ways to make money in the game is very boring and it's not fun at all, but it is a very efficient way to make money, and that's kind of what I'm working on now. Now that I'm logged in I can show you back. I can go back to that again, but it's like it's this type of method here. This display. It's this multi-accounting. These are all free-to-play accounts, and they are all, I'm doing like the most basic action each of these accounts can do in the shortest amount of time to generate the most amount of money from that small action. And that small action, I'm scaling it over hundreds of accounts. Like I own and operate over 500 accounts. So, and I'm working on another series for the old school RuneScape channel, and that's the reason why that channel is doing so well is because I have 20 years experience playing that game, and I am a huge anomaly in that game by doing what I'm doing here. Like a lot of people would see this, and they kind of look at me like Ripley's Believe It or Not, and they're not impressed with they're impressed with what I'm doing, but there's a lot of people who are like naysayers and stuff, and talk a lot of shit about me. But there's a lot of people, but it's like driving past a car crash in a way too. Like you can't just look away. And that's kind of like every time I make a video and I like show this type of stuff, there's like thousands. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, thousands now. Thousands of people who cannot help but click. So that's kind of like my thing here. But yeah, so that seems pretty good for this episode. I'm back and I'm going to do better, especially since that little camps trip, that little reset, whatever. I think I think this is the beginning of my come up. Honestly, that's kind of like the feeling I get, the instincts I have that like I am about to hit another level of YouTube that I was not at before. So that's kind of my thoughts. That's my predictions, and I'll see you guys bright and early again when I start content creating right again with my work week. So see you later. Nice talking to you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.